Hi, good morning, Moranda. Today we can discuss about immune system. See, regarding the immune system, minimum they will ask 2 questions and maximum they will ask 3 questions. Here, regarding to the immunity, now present the situation you know very familiar regarding to the coronavirus. Here immunity power is very less. At the time the person will be leads to death. How you can get this type of immunity? Because here what is meant by immunity? See, immunity means the organism is defense regarding to the foreign particles. That is called as a immunity. That's why what is immunity? Now I am the organism, I am the defense against to the foreign particles. What is foreign particles? The particles which can come outside, that is called as a foreign particle. You have to obstruct, you have to against, you can block that foreign particles. At that time the immunity power will be increases. Here immunity power is 2 types. One is innate immunity and another one is the acquired immunity. Innate immunity means at the time of birth. పుట్టుకతో వచ్చే ఇమ్యూనిటీని మనం ఏమంటామంటే innate immunity అని అంటాం. Acquired immunity, due to the environmental condition, due to the foreign particles, you can get the immunity. That is called as a acquired immunity. After birth, due to environmental condition or due to microbes, you can get the immunity. That immunity is called as a acquired immunity. Basically what is that? We can defense against the foreign particles. Here in our body they have 3 types of defense is there. First line defense, second line defense, third line defense. First line and second line defense is the non-specific immunity. Non-specific means it is not able to obstruct or against the certain foreign particles only. That's why if any foreign particles is coming from the outside, here this first line and second line, it can block that foreign particles. Here third line is not like that. Third line is a specific one. It can obstruct, it can destroy the certain foreign particles only. That is called as a specific defense one. Now first line and second line. Here what are the example of the first lines and second line means? The first line, suppose you have to think a coronavirus is enter into your body. First they want to cross what? Either they want to cross skin, they want to cross a nasal cavity, or they want to cross mouth, or they want to cross through eyes or through ears. Here that's why which one first we can defense one, that is called as a first line defense. That's why the first line defense, the best example is the skin. Skin is the largest defense organ. Skin. And then mucous membrane. Suppose a foreign particle is entered, at that time in this nasal cavity they having a hair and a mucus. This hair and mucus sticky nature. That's why foreign particles will be attached here. It will be sticked there. That foreign particles is not able to enter. Is there or not? That's why mucous membrane, that too present in the nasal region, trachea region, and also in the pharynx region, and wax. These are under the first line. Not only this one, this is called as a physical balance. In first line, this example is under the physical balance, and then physiological balance. Physiological means it can secrete some chemical substances. Through the chemical substances physiological barriers. The physiological barriers are HCl present in the stomach. That's why if we eat any food material, in the food materials maybe bacteria or virus is there. Through mouth and through esophagus it is enter into the stomach. From the stomach it can release a HCl. HCl what nature? Acidic nature. Due to that acidic nature, that foreign particles is died. That's why you have to defend from that foreign particles. And then lysozyme. Lyso indicates kill or destroy. If you from the tears and if you from the sweat, they having a lysozyme is present. They having a antimicrobial action. This type of barriers is called as a physiological barrier. That's why first one is what? First line. First line is what nature? Non-specific one. Here the best example is the skin, mucous membrane and wax. These are all what type of barriers? Physical barriers and physiological barriers. Physiological barriers is what? HCl and lysozyme is the physiological barriers. These are all under the first line defense. Suppose if the foreign particles is more dangerous, more powerful, maybe it can cross the first line. It can cross the first line. We having a second option is there, that is called as a second line defense. Here the best example of the second line defense means, suppose if foreign particles will be entered, they can cross the first line. In the second line we have a in white blood cells we having a neutrophils. And also macrophages are monocytes. These are all phagocytic nature. That's why in WBC they having a granulocytes, agranulocytes is there. In granulocytes the best example is the neutrophils. It is a multi-lobed nucleus or polylobed nucleus. 5 to 6 lobed nucleus is present. And then agranulocytes, the best example is the macrophages or monocytes. These are all what nature? Phagocytical nature. Phago means eating nature. That's why if that foreign particles is there, this is either neutrophils and monocytes. It can end up the foreign particles and then it can eat. Suppose that virus or bacteria that is more powerful, maybe these neutrophils and monocytes they not able to attack the foreign particles. We having a third line is there. Third line is what one? Specific one. That's why what are under the specific one means lymphocytes. Lymphocytes. Okay. That's why see for us you can get the immunity. We have how many defenses there? 3 defenses there. First line, second line, third line. And then immunity is basically is 2 types: innate immunity and then acquired immunity. Innate immunity means at the time of birth. Acquired immunity means through surrounding environmental condition, through any foreign particles is entered. At that time your body can be immunized. That is called as acquired immunity. Now present we can discuss about the first line and second line regarding to the non-specific one. Now we can go for the third line. How this specific immunity you can get immunized means here see, now first we can go for the very important one, that is lymphocytes. Lymphocytes what type of defense? Third line and it is a specific one. First line and second line is the what? Non-specific one. Suppose that foreign particles, maybe the coronavirus, maybe it can crosses the first line, it can crosses the second line. We having a third line is present. Here, the third line, the best one is what? Lymphocytes. Lymphocytes basically two types. One is B lymphocytes. Another one is the T lymphocytes. Now, first we can go for the B lymphocytes. See, what the meaning of B lymphocytes means? B lymphocytes, it can produce the antibodies. These antibodies, they can attack the antigens. That type of lymphocytes is called as a B lymphocytes. That's why, what is B lymphocytes? B lymphocytes, they can produce the antibodies. That the antibodies, they can attack the antigen. That type of lymphocytes is called as a B lymphocytes. Here, see, B lymphocytes is like a police. Antigen is like a thief. That's why the police, they can attack the thief. How this police is formed? This police is formed by which lymphocytes? B lymphocytes. Where this B lymphocytes is formed? The B lymphocytes is formed in bone marrow of stem cells. You know the stem cells, the cells which can repeatedly undergoes cellular differentiation, that is called as a stem cells. That's why this B lymphocytes formed in the bone marrow of stem cells, and maturation is also takes place in the bone marrow. That's why B lymphocytes formed and maturation, both these takes place in the bone marrow. Now this organ is called as a primary lymphoid organ. That's why, what is primary lymphoid organ? Where the lymphocytes is formed, where the lymphocytes is matured, that type of organ is called as a primary lymphoid organ. Now, matured B cells is called as a immunocompetent B cells. That's why matured B cells is also called as what? Immunocompetent B cells. Now, the functional B cells, it means where the B cells is working. Now that organs is called as a secondary lymphoid organs. That's why, what is the differentiation between the primary lymphoid organ and secondary lymphoid organ means? Primary lymphoid organ means where the B lymphocytes is formed and matured, that is called as a primary lymphoid organ. And then secondary lymphoid organ means where the B cells will be enter and attacks that foreign particles. Now that organ is called as a secondary lymphoid organs. And then if we go for T lymphocytes, T lymphocytes, they are not able to produce the antibodies. They are not able to produce the antibodies, but it can detect or identify the antigens. That lymphocytes is called as T lymphocytes. That's why B lymphocytes, they can produce the antibodies, they can attack the antigen. But T lymphocytes are not like that. T lymphocytes, they are not able to produce the antibodies. It can detect or identify the antigen. That information is sending to the B lymphocytes. That is the action recording to the T lymphocytes. Now, for T lymphocytes, where the T lymphocytes is formed is same. The T lymphocytes is formed in the bone marrow, but maturation is takes place in the thymus gland. But here not like that. Both maturation and the formation can be takes place in the bone marrow. But the T lymphocytes, formation is takes place in the bone marrow, maturation is takes place in the thymus gland. Where the thymus gland is present? Now here the heart. In this heart, this is the ventral side and this one is the dorsal side. In ventral side of the heart, we have a thymus gland. Now here the mature T lymphocytes is called as a same immunocompetent T cells. Now, this T lymphocytes is two types. One is the T helper cell, TH, T helper cell. Another one is the TC. C means cytotoxic cells. That's why T lymphocytes is how many types? Two types. One is what? T helper cells. Another one is the TC. TC means cytotoxic cells. Now, how this attacks the foreign particles? Now, we can go for the structure of antibodies. I already said how the antibodies is formed. From the B lymphocytes, the antibodies is formed. I can go for some example. Suppose, in your home, you're having a dog is there. Suppose a new person is entered into your home. Who will first identify it? Compulsory. The dog will be identified and it can be shown. Why it will be shown? It means he can give the information to his owner. Is that or not? Now, your father or you can come outside and you can see that person. Now that person is, very familiar. You can say, hey, come inside. If you're not familiar, you can ask some type of questions. The same thing. For you, who will give the information? The dog, they can give the information. Now, a dog is like a T lymphocytes and one is the B lymphocytes. How? Means, here, T lymphocytes, I said how many types? Two types. One is the T helper cells, another one is the TC cells. Now, this is T helper cells. On the surface of the T helper cells, they have a antigen presenting cells. APC means antigen presenting cells. This can identify the foreign particles. And then TC. On the surface of the TC cells, they have a ASC. ASC means altered self cells. Now, T cells is also called as a CD4 marker. This one is called as a CD8 marker. Why it is called as a CD4 marker and CD8 marker? Means CD means cluster, differentiated 4 cells. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a clump. Cluster, differentiated 4 cells are present. That is called as a CD4 or also called as a T helper cells. Here TC, cluster, differentiated 8 cells are present. That is called as a CD8. Keep in mind, what is the main use of the TC cells? Means TC cells mainly attacks the virus particles. Now, what is the main action? How will we get the immunity? Means, now keep in mind, basically immunity based upon the action, two types. One is the humoral immunity, another one is the cell mediated immunity. What is differentiation between humoral immunity and what is differentiation between cell mediated immunity? Humoral immunity means through antibodies we can attack the antigen. That type of immunity is called as a humoral immunity. Cell mediated immunity means without the antibodies we can destroy the antigen. That immunity is called as a cell mediated immunity. That's why keep in mind we have two types of immunities. One is a humoral, another is a cell mediated. Humoral means through antibodies we can attack the antigen. Cell mediated means without antibodies we can attack the antigen, that is called as a cell mediated immunity. Now what is with antibodies? See, the structure of antibodies, they have again two long chains. That's why I wrote two heavy polypeptide chain and two is small one, that is called as two light polypeptide chain. Between the chains, it can be linked by a bond that is called as a disulfide bond. Two sulfides is present, that is called as a disulfide bond. Now here, suppose maybe a coronavirus is entering into the body. Maybe it can crosses the first line and it can crosses the second line, and we have a third line. What is the third line here? Lymphocytes. Now, where that virus, I can name it as a coronavirus or it can be named as a foreign particle, whatever it is. Where that foreign particles is binds to antibody, that site is called as a fragmented antigen binding site. That's why what is the fact? Fragmented antigen binding site. Now the coronavirus is attached in this region. Now another side, this is the lymphocyte, a mature cell. In which side this antibody is attached to the cell, that is called as a FC. FC means fragmented cell site. Now what is the action of this antibodies means? Suppose you know very familiar chicken pox and small pox, అమ్మవారు పోయడం అంటారు. మనకి ఎప్పుడన్నా కానీ చిన్నప్పుడు ఈ అమ్మవారు ఎక్కడైనా పోస్తే మరలా మనకు రాదు, లేదు ఒకసారి అటు ఇటు అయినచ్చు, 2 సార్లు రావచ్చు, బట్ మన లైఫ్ మొత్తం రాదు. ఎందుకు రాదు, అసలు ఏంటి రీజన్ అంటే, నాకు హియర్ సపోజ్ a chicken pox or small pox virus is enter into your body. First either they can cross first line, they can cross the second line, and now enter into the third line. The third line having what? Lymphocytes is present. Now the chicken pox virus is attached in the fat cell. At that time, in this region, they having a MHC2. It means major histocompatibility complex 2. Major histocompatibility complex 2. What is the use of this MHC2 means? This MHC2 identify the structure of this smallpox or chickenpox virus. Suppose every virus, they having either RNA or DNA is present. They having a certain structure. It means they having coding A, T, G, C, G, C, A, T, like that type of coding. This coding is identified by the MHC2 and display that structure. When it can display that structure at the time, this T helper cells, on T helper cells they have what? Antigen presenting cells. Now by the presence of antigen presenting cells of T lymphocytes, it can see this display and it can stimulate it. These T helper cells, they can release the interleukins. Okay. Now when it can T helper cells can stimulate the interleukins, interleukins can stimulate the B lymphocytes. Now B lymphocytes will be stimulated and it is differentiated, divided into two types of cells. One is effector plasma cells. Another one is long-lived memory cells. The B lymphocytes can be differentiated into two types of cells. One is what? Effector plasma cells, and another one is the long-lived memory cells. effector plasma cells, they can release specific antibodies. Specific antibodies. These specific antibodies, they can attack this foreign particle. And the same thing, again, the same chickenpox virus is enter into the body. We have already what? Long-lived memory cells is there. They have a memory. Now, these long-lived memory cells, they know already about this structure. That's why these long-lived memory cells, fastly, it can attack these antigens. That's why first a chickenpox virus is entered, we need all type of process, that is MSC, DH, interleukin, stimulation of B lymphocytes and the releasing of effector plasma cells. It can take more time. But the same virus is enter into the body within fraction of seconds. The long-lived memory cells, they know the structure. That's why it is easily identify these foreign particles and destroy these foreign particles. That's why that foreign particles, they not able to attack, they not able to again, not able to get the chickenpox and smallpox. This type of immunity is called as a